That's why you do it away from him.
Oh, I never do that.
I never knew that was a thing either, to be perfectly honest.
No. I mean, I never knock on the wall.
Oh.
Yeah. Because honestly, if I miss and I hit him in the face, I'm laughing more than I'm grunting. So,
I killed the
yeah,
president.
get the president. Fuck him.
You don't look like George Bush.
President Johnson.
Yeah, your last name's Johnson.
President Tallywhacker, actually.
Yeah, that's Tallywhacker to you.
Your equipment, that skull suit, isn't exactly standard military issue.
I
you all right,
back
sir?
sound.
Is this some kind of sick joke? I thought you came to kill me.
Huh?
What?
I'm prepared to face the consequences of my betrayal.
What are you?
Hi there.
You're a man? Well, who are you?
Do you really think?
Foxhound, sir.
Foxhound?
I like the sentence that followed up before that,
I
though. I'm
see.
prepared to accept the
I
consequences of
think
my
they're
betrayal
starting to
before I'm
make a
going to
little
cop a feel
sense.
first, you son of a bitch.
Put her there.
Put it there.
This is how we tallywhack a shake hands. Jesus.
Though given
was
4
joking
more
with
years' time, that will become the
nanocommunications so
national
nobody could
handshake.
listen in.
Even the president has nanomachine communication?
Well, you should have
Do you
nanocommunications.
read me, sir?
Yes.
Mr. President, it's my understanding that the terrorists have managed to input the code
Oh my
sequence
God.
necessary for launching a nuclear strike.
That's correct.
What?
I punched the sequence in myself.
You're working for
Just
them?
nothing.
If you asked me 2 hours ago, my answer would have been yes. Right now,
About as low
they're
as
keeping
it
me
gets.
alive until my vital signs are reconfirmed.
They betrayed you?
I wouldn't quite put it that way.
What?
I wanted power.
How would a pussy grabber
They
like
sought
you ever
to
become
stop
president?
But
Oh.
astute to terrorism.
Oh.
I wanted absolute power.
But you're the president.
Yeah.
You have power.
No, I'm just a figurehead.
You mean like those things that stand on top of the car dashboards? That's bobbleheads,
The
you
real
fucking
power
idiot.
is in the Patriots' hands.
The Patriots?
The truth behind this country. I'm not surprised you've never heard of them.
Do you think in the
Very
recording
few are
booth they're
aware
just
of their
asking him
existence,
random questions
even
to
among
see
those with
how
cold war
he'll
clearance.
respond?
Probably.
Politics, the military, the economy. They
By the way,
control it
sit
all.
down and get a
They
drink.
even choose who becomes president.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah,
We're-
you're gonna need some fucking whiskey for this.
Fuck. Here we go.
This country.
How long do you think? How long does this,
This
go
is
for?
going to be a part of
Hard
it.
to believe. isn't
Oh fuck! How long does it go for?
I don't remember,
A
but it's
long
going to
time.
it?
be
The
pretty long.
space defense,
Oh, jeez.
income tax reduction, and national missile defense programs.
Yep.
Every policy that's been credited to me was actually done according to their instructions.
Space defense was initiated by Congress.
That's what the Patriots want the country to believe. It's all a show. Democracy is just a filler for textbooks. Think about it. Do you actually believe that public opinion influences the government?
No. Probably, yeah.
This country the people are showing what they want to believe. What you call government is actually a well-staged production aimed at satisfying the public.
Definitely not.
Don't look at me like that. I'm legally sane, you know.
It's not your sanity that worries me.
I've been checked out.
I've had 5 opinions.
Even I don't know.
4
who
stars
the
on
actual
Yelp.
Members are. Are they financial, political, or military leaders?
Are they jerk-offs?
Yeah, or is it just
No
one
knows
big
who the
circle
Patriots
jerk?
really are.
The Patriot
Even
Circle
my
jerk. I'm convinced
instructions come
Rule
from a
34 for that exists.
All I've been told is that every key decision is made by a group of 12 men, known as the Wise Men's Committee.
Are the Rothschilds on it?
Your office? The White House?
Merely puppets, pawns in a game.
Pawns in this cruel
By
game of
pledging my
life.
loyalty, an insignificant son of a senator was awarded the presidency.
More like insignificant son of a
course,
bitch.
that wasn't
You're
the only
you're not monologuing, Ryan. Oh,
What do you mean?
I said that aloud.
Even
Yeah,
if
probably,
a
yeah.
pawn becomes a queen, it is still just a playing piece.
And you don't fancy yourself a
I
queen?
wanted to leave my own mark in history.
I'm a
But
man?
my ambitions were... You'll understand someday.
Misguided.
Care to tell me now? You're still young. Oh, so fuck you.
I
the
wished
fuck?
to be a member of the Patriots. I wanted to wield the power of a king instead of being an expendable pawn.
And that justifies acts of terrorism?
Yeah.
I'd intended
I
to
just like
use
the
the
bluntness.
new
Yeah,
Metal
I'm gonna
Gear
be a
as a
terrorist.
bargaining chip,
Bargaining chip?
but I underestimated Solidus. He actually wants to challenge the Patriots, even if it means the destruction of the world.
What are you saying?
Whether you believe it or not, the balance of power rests in the hands of the Patriots. They regulate the country's various interests through controlled presentation, staging a drama that is palatable to the general masses.
Damn you,
Can you
Tom
imagine
Brady!
what happened if they ceased to
Why Tom
function?
Brady?
Tom Brady is the leader
A
of the
massive
Patriots.
Political vacuum. A space that every powermonger will try to fill for their own greedy ends.
Yeah.
I'm talking about an unregulated power struggle, panic, civil war, chaos.
Yeah.
Like it or not, the Patriots is an organization that must continue to exist.
So you changed your mind because you wanted to
He's just on
avoid
his fucking
global
phone browsing his
chaos.
Twitter.
I told Solidus that I wish to prevent
Probably, yeah.
disaster.
Sure.
He replied that pawns can never become players.
And who is this Solidus?
Oh,
My predecessor,
Solidus
Sears.
Clinton.
Yep.
That was the name the public came to know him by. I knew him by his code name, Solidus Snake. He was the third snake, preceded by Solid and Liquid, a survivor of the Les Enfants Terribles project.
Whatever.
Neither solid nor liquid. He was a well-balanced masterpiece, but the Patriots saw.
So he's
fit
like-
to
he's like
entrust
the
with
favorite?
presidency.
More like he was
However, he fell out
the
of grace with
First
the
of the three?
organization 4
biological
years ago.
perfection
When acting
of
on his
the
own, he started
Blaze
an
Infanterie
incident.
project.
4 years ago. Shadow Moses.
But also notice that he's significantly
That's
older
right.
looking than
At the
Solid and
time,
Liquid,
the
despite
Dark
being made at
Chief
the same
Donald
time.
Anderson, together with certain influential parties, initiated the development of Metal Gear Rex. And
Yeah, by the way, I love in
advanced
how
nuclear
flashbacks
warfare.
they still use the
Yeah.
PS1,
did
yeah,
not
the
fall in
MGS1
line with
graphics.
the
Saves time and
Patriots'
money.
plans.
Yeah, that
What's
too, but
more,
I just like
Solidus
it, you know.
decided on his own to send his most trusted man,
like
Ocelot,
aesthetically,
to
I think it
provoke
works out very
Liquid
well.
So
Snake, bringing
Ocelot was
about
in his
the
back
said
pocket to
incident.
provoke Liquid Snake to bring
As
about
a
the incident.
result, he
Yeah.
succeeded in obtaining Rex
Ocelot was
and
working
the
with George
data
Steele
on
at the end of the
warhead.
game.
Right.
The end of the game
In
tells you
doing
that. So
he ended up revealing the existence of both Rex and the Genome Army. a
I.e.
blunder that earned
Oops.
him the wrath of the Patriots.
Uh-oh,
Shortly
Spaghetti-O?
thereafter, Solidus was removed from the presidential office.
He got impeached.
by the Patriots. The football team? No, I mean, you know too much.
That's the story given. Following his resignation, the Patriots selected
The
me,
Patriots were a part of
their new
Deflategate
pawn
all along.
for the presidency.
That
Probably.
would
yeah.
mean that the presidential race was.
That was quite a show, wasn't it? It was a well-scripted drama staged by the Patriots
I
for
think
the
it's
benefit
right.
of the public. Even the Democrats and Republicans were dancing to the Patriots' tune. Everything went
Like
according
now.
to plan, but for one exception. Following his resignation, Solidus' health was scheduled to fail him, bringing about his untimely death.
A 44 millimeter cardiac arrest.
But before the Patriots could execute their plot, Solidus went underground with the help of Ocelot. As he avoided pursuit, Solidus gained control of Dead Cell,
I'd like to know how he
winning
got that
over
done.
Colonel Galukovich's outfit. From there, he bided his time.
Well, they probably
knowing that
had the
his
same natural
opportunity would
charisma as
soon
Big
arrive.
Boss.
What opportunity?
The completion of the new Metal Gear project, an opportunity that would even his odds against the Patriots. By stealing the Patriots' most valued project, he would be able to place them in a very uncomfortable position. It's the only chance he
Missionary?
has
Like
for
the ash
survival.
chafe uncomfortable.
Once he has the new Metal Gear, he'll declare war against the Patriots. Needless to say, he must be stopped.
You're wrong.
It is already operational.
No, not yet. What you saw was Metal Gear Ray, hijacked 2 years ago from the Marines by Ocelot. That was not the new Metal Gear.
Then where's the new Metal Gear?
I am the new Metal Gear.
You're
It's in my
standing-
pants.
It's in my
To be
pants.
more precise, this entire big shell facility is the new Metal Gear.
Would you say?
No, I'm quite serious. The upper structure that you
Seriously, that was about in line as what you talking about,
designed
President.
to represent an offshore cleanup facility. The main structure extends from the foundation all the way down to the ocean floor. The connecting elevator is located on the B2 floor of the Shell 1 core.
Do we miss that?
Arsenal Gear.
Nope.
That's the code name for the new Metal Gear.
Arsenal?
Yeah.
That's right. Arsenal.
Looks like
We're
a giant
talking
manta
about
ray.
an impregnable fortress carrying a load
It's like
of
giant
over
piece of
100,000
whale shit.
missiles, including
You
I
know
know
whale
my
shit.
giant
all
pieces of whale
protected
shit.
by a horde of
I commentate with them all the
mass-produced
time.
Metal Gear Ray units.
Thanks, Elliot.
Produced.
The Ray unit was originally designed for the Marines
So,
to be used
wait.
as a countermeasure
The-
against the
wait,
Metal
hold
Gear
on.
variations throughout
Rex
the
is
world.
the Army's project.
The Patriots had
Ray's
Ray
the
redesigned
Marine
to
project.
protect the
This
new
is Navy
Arsenal
project.
gear.
So
All
now
three of them are
anti-Metal
are
Gears
created to
are
counteract
guarding a
Metal
Metal
Gears.
Gear.
This would just
Ironic,
force the
isn't
three
it?
powers into
That's not
stalemate.
all. Arsenal Gear has full access.
Well,
to
what was the
military's
purpose
tactical
behind
network,
Rex's creation?
giving it the ability
To protect on the land.
exercise
The ideal, I
absolute
think, is to
control
protect on the
over
three
our
fronts: the
nation's
land, the
armed
sea, and the
forces.
sky.
Not
But
to
you should be able to
mention our
counteract the other
nuclear
two.
armament. In short, Arsenal was
Well,
created
is
to
it?
be the
Well, I
core
think I
of our
believe in
country.
this universe, the Army, the Navy, and the Marine were at arms with each other, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
So
not seeing the
So
full
they all have a
picture.
Metal Gear to counteract each other. This would have been
Arsenal Gear is
American
more than
Armageddon.
just a
It's rock, paper,
military
scissors.
tool.
Exactly.
although Arsenal Gill is
It
kind
was
of
a means
overkill.
to preserve the world as it is. It will establish a new form of control.
Arsenal Gear's
The
that one
Patriots
asshole
will
kid that
use it
picks
to keep
gun.
their place as the country's true rulers.
Dynamite.
Has the game
Right
shark ready.
now, they feel
Yeah.
pressured and threatened.
For rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, right up until they get
They
punched in the
fear
face
an
by my rock.
overabundance of
They still won the
digital
game, though.
information. The world will drown in the coming flood of information, and they along with it.
That's right.
The Arsenal plans
rid of them.
include a system
Fuck
to
Patriots.
Kill 'em,
digitally
kill 'em all.
manage the flow of information, making it possible to shape the truth for their own purposes.
And they need a Metal
In
Gear for
short,
that.
The Arsenal system is the key to their supremacy.
The key? No sense.
Yes. The,
The series summed up in about 5 seconds.
operational when GW is successfully integrated. Once
the heck are you
operational,
talking about?
it will be a completely new
Again.
form of power for the Patriots to wield. I had hoped to seize the project from them, so that I would be in a strong bargaining position.
Bargain for what?
I'd hoped to
I told
trade
you,
my
power.
Yeah,
way
but at
into
the same
their
time,
ranks.
what did you? How far did you honestly think you were gonna get once you were within their ranks? Don't you think that once you got a seat of power, they just get rid of you the moment you sat down?
Pretty much he didn't think that way.
Yeah.
He gets in the absolute power, he has that equal share.
In his offensive effort.
Yeah, until they decide that fuck you.
Listen, there isn't much time. The football served as the key for activating Arsenal Gear.
Are you sure we're not talking about the football team?
Necessary code sequence. It won't be long before GW begins to establish connections with other external systems, and Arsenal Gear becomes
What's
fully
CW stand for?
operational.
George Washington?
That's
Yeah.
that's the a lot. All of them are.
That is your role.
GW.
AEL.
To find Emma
no,
Emmerich.
it's,
She's
Mount
the
Rushmore.
only one who can stop
J, yeah,
that thing once it's been
GWAL.
Emma.
TR.
She's
Was it
the
Teddy
system
Roosevelt?
programmer
Teddy
for Arsenal
Roosevelt, yeah.
Gear.
Yeah, is
She's
Roosevelt,
somewhere on
Lincoln,
level B1 in the
Washington, and
core of this
Jefferson?
building.
I thought the
I don't even
levels
remember
below us were
who they
flooded.
are all.
I'm sure they won't.
Some
let her
Americans
out
we are.
just yet. Training programmer for this project.
We put
According
all
to
the
Ocelot,
initials and then
she
we
was
just
being
photoshopped
held in a
TJ's
locker
face on
room
Thomas
located
Jefferson's.
in the northwest part of level B1. Cut transmission and get moving.
Who the heck do you think you are?
Yeah, let's talk what they do here.
Yeah, who the fuck you think you
you're
are? The
my mom?
president?
Yeah.
You're not my president.
You're not my president.
It'll give you access all the way.
Oh yeah,
to
we gotta
Emma's
find
location.
Emma now. Emma Emmerich. Interestingly enough, she has the same first name as the EMMA
A
pulse they
program
want to
for
launch.
disrupting the control functions between GW and Arsenal Gear.
It kind of sounds like she was part of
GW is
this.
the name of an AI, by the way. I know we might have talked over that, but it's the name of an AI that the Patriots wants to use to control digital information, essentially.
A biological weapon
And they
designed
need
to
one of the things they need
selectively
Arsenal Gear to do that.
with a
Yeah, that's what I just said.
specific
Why?
Yeah.
That's overkill.
You have it.
The Patriots had it engineered as a failsafe. And
failsafe?
Ocelot forgot to search me. You've got to
He didn't look in the right places.
Yeah, seriously.
Where?
Or maybe because you're so uncomfortable with the first thing that this president does is fucking pussy grab you. It's like, I'm not very
Oh my
comfortable
God.
with this.
Well,
Yeah,
all-
that's the joke I was making earlier.
All it,
man.
takes, all it takes is a reverse inhale.
There's only one thing that remains to be done.
This is very awkward.
You're not gonna grind my balls again, are you?
Now, kill me.
What?
Okay, thank you for not reaching for my dick that time.
No, you just grabbed my other dick, the metal
My
dick.
vital ID will
It's my
start
metal
any
dick, though. Get
second.
your hands off
If
it.
you kill me now, you'll
Get your hands off my Metal
nuclear
Gears.
strike.
Cut it out.
I don't know you.
That's your role.
My roll.
He didn't even do it.
I, no,
Calling
he
it
didn't.
right now. He didn't do it.
He didn't.
Fox died.
No, he's bleeding.
Fox. Yeah, Fox died 9mm.
Yeah. I call it Fox Die.
President? Or is it ex-president?
Hey, Ocelot.
The president.
Ass a lot.
Why did you? Alas, my finger must have slipped.
I would have loved it if he shot him 6 times. My finger slipped 6 times.
I'll see you around.
My finger slipped.
Carrier boy.
Forget him. He did us a favor. Without free will,
I like this line.
there is no difference between submission and rebellion.
Love that line.
My only real choice is to put an end to this charade. Let me at least have the freedom to end it myself.
What are you?
Find Emma. Stop Arsenal. This is my last order as your commander-in-chief. I'm counting on you.
Well, fuck.
Colonel, we have an issue.
Elliot, you're on my way.
Damn it. Yeah, Colonel, we have an issue.
Ooh, spinning box.
I thought this motherfucker was loaded. What are you doing? Don't desecrate the body.
Taking it with me.
Just put it in a locker.
Oh, fuck.
The president is dead.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
Where do we go from here?
Your mission was to rescue the president and eliminate the terrorist threat. However, given the
Who the
recent
heck
turn
do
of
you think you
events,
are?
we will honor the president's last directive. You must put a stop to Arsenal gear once and for all.
Do you actually think there's any truth to his story about this big
All right, you little
shell
shit. You know what?
facility being
Fine, I will do it.
I don't have the security clearance necessary
Fuck
to
it.
verify
Rose,
the facts.
watch over
However,
this.
he
I'll be
was
back.
the president.
He then puts a cigar in his mouth, 2 Uzis in, and he goes in there.
Getting that
The rest of the
he's part of the
game is played as Roy
terrorist
Campbell.
He also
All
has
the
2
more
grenades
reason why
like
I
attached to the
believe
front of
his
his
operations
pants, so
run
it looks like balls.
We're talking about a man who chose to die rather than risk a nuclear holocaust.
Here's where Ryan really starts
Thanks
questioning
to
a
his
hell of a lot more than he
sacrifice,
does.
the
This
nuclear
starts
launch
to break him
authority
away
has
as a
shifted
player
to the vice
surrogate.
president, effectively eliminating the terrorist threat.
Colonel, when you put it like that, it almost sounds like I should have assassinated the president to eliminate the threat.
That was not my intention. I was trying to
Definitely
point out
not.
that there is certainly some credibility to the words of a man who chose death to protect the innocent.
The Colonel has a point, Jack.
What about the information he gave me on the Patriots?
That's a new one on me. I'll see what I can find out.
I don't feel like it.
Right, we're running out of time.
Colonel,
Was that Colonel's inner thoughts?
She's supposed to be located on the
Colonel, I
Why does
found,
he sound like right?
in the core
Colonel,
of the
I found
building
something.
unit.
Apparently, they deflated
You've
a
got to
ball
find her
during a
before
game.
Arsenal becomes fully
6 years from
operational.
now.
Definitely
Hurry,
not.
Jack.
It's up to you to make sure that the president didn't sacrifice his life in vain.
Understood. talking about? Riding out.
Everything that man said is horseshit.
Status, right?
Yeah.
Snake, the president, he's been assassinated.
What?
There was nothing I could do.
What about the nuclear strike code sequence?
He died before his
Did his
vital
voice get
ID could
gruffier?
be reconfirmed.
Kind of.
Yeah, he was on his way to
Lost
Snake
their
Eater.
nuclear strike capability.
But that Ocelot guy obviously killed the president on purpose.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense. They had to know that they couldn't launch the nuke if they killed the president.
Maybe there's a way to launch without reconfirming
Hey,
the vital
Icon, how you
ID.
doing?
Or
Pretty much
maybe
like a
they found
catapult.
more
Chunk.
effective weapon within Arsenal gear.
You knew about Arsenal gear?
Yeah,
Why didn't you tell me about it?
you never asked.
Fuck you, Snake.
Didn't you also know
Fuck
that
you.
the big shell's a front for the project?
You mean, did I know that the Big Shell, a fully functional environmental cleanup facility, was designed to camouflage Arsenal gear? Yeah, I did.
Get real.
It's exactly what the president and Ames described. A massive cover story.
How'd you know what the president
The
said?
good news is that it hasn't really done much in terms of cleaning up the environment, so we won't have to worry about any toxic gas being released if we have to blow the
The big
house
show always
down.
got 1 star.
And when did you find out about all of this?
It took a while, but we uncovered the info around the time you took out that mad bomber. There's no doubt that Arsenal gear is being built here. And it was all set up 10 years ago.
Are you two done coming?
No.
What really happened here?
Now we get more background.
Oh, god damn it!
I took these photos 2 years ago.
I know these pictures.
I would have loved it if one of them was a shot of the guy with the boxers.
Yeah.
You were sinking the tanker.
Can you push that in?
That's right. Otacon, me,
Elliot.
we were
We
I could try.
hope that by going public.
Oh,
with
it'll
photos
have to be at
and
the end of the
we
part,
can
though.
persuade the
Alright.
government.
Whenever
At least that
this
was
is.
the plan at the time.
I've gone through VR training of the tanker mission before.
This caused
Yeah.
a weird
Well, I
thing
doubt
where
it accurately
this caused a
simulates the
weird
events of
thing
that
among the
mission.
rift of the fan base where they're kind of wondering, was the tanker segment really us as Snake, or were we doing the VR as
I
Ryan?
infiltrated the dummy tanker to obtain proof that a Metal Gear was under development. Shortly after I made it aboard, an armed group led by Colonel Gerlukovich raided the ship and gained control.
No, I would think it's the real thing, because you got to think
Yeah.
about the end of the game with Ocelot.
There's also the factoid of where if you die, you don't get the coordinate thing with Raiden. You get the regular game over thing you get with Snake.
I would say you can use that to argue that it's a simulation.
Right.
But given how the tanker chapter ends with Ocelot and what he does, because he clearly shoots Gerlukovich, Olga just thinks that Ocelot left him, given information that was fed to her by someone. Say that same information source is what gave Raiden the VR capabilities. I would say that there's no argument on that one. I would say that definitely we were in control of Snake during that tanker mission because of shit that only he would be able to see.
How did you manage to get out?
Otacon
I swam.
managed to have a small boat ready for me.
Oh, how convenient.
Easy part. The tough part was not getting dragged down with a sinking tanker. Small miracle when you think about it. It turned out that the whole thing was a setup to lure us.
I'm watching you, Otacon.
Photos of Snake, taken by the Cypher, were released to the public. In turn, we became the world's most wanted environmental terrorists.
Shit.
Jesus.
It was definitely a move aimed at putting a stop to our anti-Metal Gear activities.
But why did they choose Snake?
Since the Shadow Moses incident, Snake became sort of a hero.
Not a lot of difference between heroes and Madman.
I think the Patriots weren't too happy about that.
Or Hideo Kojima didn't want to make another game after Metal Gear Solid
To a
1.
certain degree.
It seems like everyone knows about them except me.
That's rather a
They
point of
didn't choose
detriment to the
Snake to be a
story,
hero.
and it kind of becomes
They decided to do a
egregious.
smear campaign.
After the Patriots,
Egregious.
I think
Bless
the
you.
Patriots wanted to make an
The more
example.
the story
Everybody
progresses
would
on,
think
it seems
twice
like the
before
more and more
opposing
regular folk know about the Patriots
That's
more than
it.
Raiden once
set
they get
all
brought
this
up.
just to nail you guys.
No, there's more to it than that. The Marines' Metal Gear Ray project, headed by Commander Dolph, was carried out in opposition to the Navy's Arsenal Gear project.
Right, opposition. In other words, they're fucking going against each other with the same
To be
goddamn
more
thing.
precise, the Patriots considered Metal Gear Ray to be a thorn in their side.
But they funded it, didn't
Hence,
they?
they attacked the dummy tanker and stole Ray.
Huh?
They followed this up with a perfect
Well, who funded
plan.
what?
They immediately
I mean,
sent
like,
a fully loaded
wouldn't
tanker
the
to the
Patriots
same
have a say
location
in
and
all the
sank
gear
it.
just to begin with?
Then set up the facility to camouflage the development of Arsenal Gear.
And we fell for it.
Yeah,
Two more
but
puppets
you
in
know
their
Ocelot's
show.
true agenda.
Yeah.
Colonel Gerlukovich and his daughter Olga?
The one with the
Both
funky
fell
pits?
victim to Ocelot's plot.
Was Solidus behind all this? He used Ocelot to get hold of Ray, huh?
No, he was underground, keeping a low profile at the time.
Then it must be the Patriots.
If that's the case, what's Ocelot doing alongside Solidus?
Probably the same thing he did alongside Liquid. Provoke the whole thing and get a laugh out of it.
No, he's not an
Forget
anarchist.
it. We're wasting time. We can figure this out later. The nuclear strike's been prevented, but Arsenal still has
actually.
a massive payload of missiles to deal with.
Right. If the opposition gets control of those missiles.
Raiden,
We're
you've
fucked
got to find
up until they
Emma.
run out.
Wait a second. Isn't Emma Emmerich?
My sister.
What's she doing here?
You got me. She's a computer whiz who specializes in neural AI and ultra-variable volume data analysis using complex logic. How she got involved in weapons development.
No, thank you. I just
beyond
ate.
me.
I didn't
Whatever
describe
her
food,
reasons, we
jackass.
need her in order to stop Arsenal.
Raiden, find her.
I'm on my way.
I should do what he says.
I'm on my way, maybe.
I mean, he has 4 eyes.
He's pretty smart for that.
God damn it.
I will avenge you. Oh, you can't take him out of the room.
That's just quarter talk, mister. Okay, I
No, you can't take him out of the room.
This is fucked.
This boiler room will be your tomb. The boiler room.
I took these photos 2 years ago.
I know these pictures. They were on the news on several websites. If I remember right, the reporters blamed you for sinking the tanker.
That's right. Otacon, me, we were used.
We'd hoped that by going public with photos of the new Metal Gear, we could persuade the government. At least that was the plan at the time.
I've gone through VR training of the tanker mission before.
Yeah? Well, I doubt it accurately simulates the events of that mission.